Hi, I've just finished reading your journal entries and discussion board posts for this week and wanted to give you some feedback. First of all, some of you have asked me about your CITI certification. You've already taken the CITI as part of your master's degree and you want to know if your certification still stands. What you'll need to do is look at the expiration date on that certification. You'll want the expiration date to be past the time when you'll be collecting your data. So that means you can certainly submit now, but if you have an expiration date in 2015, then you may have to retake the city modules later on to make sure that your IRB certification is up to date. But as long as it is currently current, you may submit it onto TaskStream and that's not a problem. I'm sorry I didn't give you comments on your journal entries last week. I had a really hard time figuring out how to read the journal entries and how to access them since I had made them private. But I was able to figure that out today and have provided you with comments on your journal entries. Many of you are using the journal exactly as I had hoped, processing through what you're doing with regard to your clinical experience and going ahead and aligning it to teacher leader standards. That will make your submission at the end of the semester a simple cut and paste, and that is my goal for you. For the stakeholder engagement project, you should be documenting what's happening, what the impact will be. In fact, there is a reminder at the top of the weekly journal for your stakeholder engagement project. And I specifically gave you that prompt so that you would be able to, again, cut and paste your process journal. So for each entry, think about what happened, why it happened, the impact it had on the implementation process, and the potential impact on your site. So think about the fact that at the end of the semester, you're going to need to upload the answer to these kinds of prompts as part of your discussion. And if you're not keeping track of it now, it may be more difficult at the end of the semester. One thing to keep in mind is it's okay if things don't happen the way you planned them. You just talk about why that happened and what the impact was. Okay. Another thing I want to do is recommend to you a new book that I've just gotten and started to read. It's called The Education Dissertation by Dan Buetten. And it's a really good read in terms of how to do a dissertation. Do you want to say hi, Ella? Yeah, here, get up here and you can say hello.
Tiny.
Say hello.
Hello.
All right. Work. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so this is a really good book. I would be willing to require it. I would be willing to make it optional and have a book group about it when we meet in February, March, April, maybe a Saturday lunch book group. I will be giving you resources from this text, but check it out on Amazon. It's really, really good. And I think it'll help you break down the process of preparing for the dissertation in ways that could be helpful for some of you. Based on what I read so far in your program evaluation discussion posts, you're making really good progress on thinking about what program evaluation is, especially how evaluation is different from assessment, and connecting that to your work on your program evaluation component A and trying to think about, well, what would make sense as a program for me to evaluate? We'll work on this more in February, talking to each other about our plans for program evaluation. If you haven't read your colleagues' posts, I really encourage you to do that. I think everybody's thoughts will help push everybody else's thoughts in different ways. Okay, I look forward to reading more of your thoughts this week. Have a good one. Bye.